Alright, we're at gotomath.com. We're looking at limits and we're solving them numerically. So let's take a look at this particular one here. We got the limit as x approaches 3 of 3x quantity squared minus 1 over 1 minus 3x. Let me write this down. We have the, it was the limit as x approaches, we had 3x quantity squared minus 1 over 1 minus 3x. So in the explanation, when you hit the help button, our f of x is actually all of this. Okay, 3x, rewriting it, minus 1 over 1 minus 3x. Alright, and this was as x approaches 3. So remember, when we're evaluating this stuff numerically, that means we're plugging numbers directly into the function. So we're going to want to plug in, let's say we were coming in from the left on the x-axis, so I'm going to just put a 3 right here, and we're coming in, we'll say this is 0. We're coming in from the left, and so we're going to subtract off just a little bit right here, and we'll subtract off 3 or 0.1, right, and that gives us what, 2.9, something like that. Anyway, so we're coming in, we're picking a point right here, and we're plugging it into the function, and we're looking at its y value. This is of course where it's approaching. We're looking at let's see, 3x plus 1, something like, anyway, we'll just say this is part of the graph right here. Okay, now I've got a hole marked in the graph right here, but there's not actually a hole at 3. The hole is at 1/3. But anyway, so we're coming in, we're getting our y value here, and then we're getting closer. We keep plugging numbers in, they get closer and closer to 3, and so for example the next one would be 0.01, right? You would take this number, which is 3.01, and you would plug in 3.01 into that, and of course I've got this worked out already. We'll look at it here in just a minute. So that's coming in from the left, and we take a look at those values, alright, as we get closer and closer to 3 from the left, and then we do the same thing from the right, and we look at those y values. So for example, actually that is not, this is 3 minus 0.01, sorry about that, is not going to be 3.01. That would be coming in from the right. We would want to subtract off 0.01, sorry. Okay, so if we were coming in from the right, for example, we would evaluate f of, let's say, 3.1. Look at that, 3.01, and look at that y value, and so forth. And this thing is going to converge on something right here. And of course you're probably asking, man, why don't you just plug 3 directly in and let's get this over with, right? Well, that's not exactly what the limit, that's not the definition of the limit, right? We can't take 3 and just plug it directly in, okay? So, I mean, the limit is we're approaching 3. It's not equal to 3, even though we can plug that in and actually find out what that is, okay? But the whole idea is we're going to be approaching it. Let's go to the web page. Alright, let's quickly hit, let's see what it says. It says -10. Let's hit help and see what we got. Okay, so we're approaching 3 from the left. Alright, and as you can see here, and then we approach 3 from the right, and we can conclude that both of these guys are approaching -10. Alright, so now it's your turn to click the button and get some practice in.